from a team that hasn't won a playoff game in 3 years to a team that hasn't won a playoff game in 30 years. The Detroit Lions, Brad Holmes. See, it's all a matter of perspective. The Lions would love to be able to say, God, it's been 3 years since we won a playoff game. They had a celebration at halftime of a game 5 years ago to commemorate the 1991 Lions, who were the last team in franchise history to win a playoff game. And I remember thinking as that was happening, probably not something you should be bragging about.
No.
Probably not something that justifies.
They're bragging
some sort
about
of
the
commemoration.
Detroit Rams right now.
My
you know?
God.
I mean,
yeah.
it says it all, too.
Brad Holmes says they've had dialogue with a couple of teams about trading down from the number 2 overall pick. We hear that every year at this time. When he says that, what do you think he really means?
I think it's a possibility. I don't think that's a crazy thought there. This is a team that's, got a lot of needs and some things to play with to where they could probably play this, a few different angles or ways. You got the number 2 pick, like we talked about, I think, on Tuesday. You got pick 32, and you got pick 34. So they got some leeway and some assets here to play with to, maybe end up with multiple three first-round picks or whatever. Again, I haven't got enough into the draft yet. I haven't evaluated offensive linemen and pass rushers, right? And the Lions, I think you look at it and a lot of people think, oh, pass rusher, right? Well, some people think there's 4 or 5 pass rushers that are very close and linked together as football players. So maybe you go, hey, we could trade down 7-8 spots and get still one we really like and get another first-round pick out of it. I could see that being a possibility. I don't think they want to take a quarterback at number 2. So this is one where I do think there's a little merit behind it, Mike. At least that's what I think. And I don't know, do you think so with the way I explained that?
Well, yeah, I do. But anytime I see this comment, we've had dialogues about trading down. It's make us an offer. We're in business. And you're right. In a year where there are multiple guys that teams could get excited about, if you're holding the second spot and you go 7, 8, 9 deep with guys you'd be thrilled to get, and there's somebody that decides they've got to have that guy at number 2, and a lot of it won't be known until we know who the first pick is.
Yeah.
And who knows who the first pick is going to be. But it could be that the Lions have something tentatively set up with a couple of teams based upon who the first pick is, and then they trade down. But if you can get more lottery tickets, I'm always a fan of getting more lottery tickets. I know we are in the age of F them picks, but the Jimmy Johnson approach was, and Peter King said this on Friday, it's not about hitting on all your draft picks. It's about having so many draft picks that you inevitably will hit on enough of them. Even if your batting average is horrible, if you have so many picks, you're going to find some great players. Eventually, you're going to trip over somebody who comes in and makes a difference for your team. And so I'm a big proponent. If you could slide from 2 to 5, 6, 7, 8, wherever, and pick up some more opportunities to get guys later, and you're just as happy with that guy you get lower in the round that you would get at number 2. Do it if you can. Yeah. There's always teams looking to trade down. It's hard to find the team that's looking to trade up. But all it takes is that one team that secretly has fallen in love with a guy that decides it must have, and it's willing to say, F them picks. I want to go get that guy that I must have. Because you never trade up for better position in the draft. You're trading up because there is a player you want to get.
No doubt.
And that's the key to remember as we get closer to the draft.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.